Hello, I'll explain what blocks we can find on the Moodle platform as students. I'm here, I can see the name of the course, Moodle MOOC number 9. And in the center we've got the overview and syllabus of the course. We've got general discussions and support, very on top, very clear on top. And we have information about the weekly badges that we can get as students. Then we've got live online classes and recordings of previous recordings. And then we've got all the information related to what we need to do as students in each week. We also have video tutorial tools, and at the bottom we have a database of videos. We've got some information about how to get our certificates. And there is some information here for the manager of a Moodle site. Right. If we scroll down, in this case, well, I've decided to have a look at my badges. Let's go to overview and syllabus. Okay. And here we can see an introduction. And they are telling the student that there is a playlist on YouTube of all the videos. So the information is just here in the introduction area. There is some information, some overview and syllabus information, and here you can find announcements. Okay, great. It's interesting to see that if you're here at the bottom and you want to go to the next section or area, you can click here at the bottom. General discussions and support, which you can see here as a second one. It's not necessary to go up again. On the right, we have information, first of all, about the latest announcements. This is a block that has been added. And there is some information about, well, course practice area. So if we click here, we can see that Dr. Nelly Deutsch is congratulating students on their job, on their performance, and then she's inviting everybody to join the next online class. There are some instructions, there are links, and there is a greeting at the very end. Okay, so let's go back to overview and syllabus. Here again, and going back to latest announcements, we can see that there is information about all the topics. For instance, some information about, let's have a look at this. There is some information about previous news and announcements in general, right? On several topics. Let's go back. Right. So on the right again, there is a block menu. We can see all the entries for the course, about this course, and we have the possibility to add an entry as students about this course. Let's have a look at this. Let's click here. Right, we need to provide a title and then the message. Okay, let's click cancel. Right. Let's go back. And here we are in the center again. Let's go back to the right. There is a blog menu, as I was telling you. We can have a look at blog entries. We can add a new entry. We have different ways of doing this. Okay. You can have a look at all the blog entries here. Or here, by clicking here. We can use a search box if we don't have a very clear idea about what exactly we want to find, for example. And then we've got information about the upcoming events, yeah? Today and in the future. Different days in November. There is something in December too. Here there is, we've got another tool, the Exabes ePortfolio. This is for students. Well, we are speaking about blogs for students. And students can add their CV. There are some portfolio artifacts. Let's have a look at this. Which artifacts have been included? Right, and we can see category, link, file, note. We can change the layout, and we can get a printer-friendly display. Yeah. Here at the bottom, yeah, there is more here, something that is repeated on the left in the previous page. Yeah? Course administration, we have the possibility to unenroll from the course. We've got information about our grades and competences. Let's have a look at this. Here it says that this is for administrators. Right. Great. So these are the categories. Sorry, these are the artifacts. Categories are one of the artifacts. We can have views, shared categories. We have import and export. Yeah, because we can import and export different kinds of things and information into and out of the Exabes ePortfolio. Let's go back. So there is information about the upcoming events, about the ePortfolio, the enrollment timer. Here it's we get information about whether we can continue doing the course or not. And then here we can find recent blog entries. In this case, there are no recent entries. Let's go to the information that we've got on the left. There is some repetition here. We've got the table of contents. We've got the same information that we've got here. In the center, here we've got weekly badges, which is here. Live online classes and recordings, this is here too. There is repetition, as I said before. Certificates, so here, basically, we have all that we have here in the middle, in the center. We even have the databases of videos and an area for the manager of the Moodle site. And of course the activities, some special activities here. Choices, congress, databases, forums, choices, group self-selections, resources, Skypes, YZIQ classes, and Zoom meetings. If we go to Skypes, for instance, very interesting. Here the topic is for general discussions and support. If we need support, for instance, we can connect via Skype, and we need to check the time for the next Skype chat by clicking here. Check for the next Skype chat time. That is a description. Let's go back, right? Right, we've got a special section here, resources. Yeah. Yes. The resources here, interesting. We have an overview and syllabus. We have a file here. Yeah. We've got the power presentations for the webinars. We have a file which contains information about learning tools, interoperability, and more files to get information, right? And here we've got the document which gives information about the Exabes ePortfolio. So these are all resources. Right. Well, then we've got the people, we've got the list of participants, the list of all people. I click here and we've got all the information here, pictures, names, and I can click one name or on one name, and we can get lots of information, right? course details. She's a student. We've got some information about administration preferences, but in many cases we cannot see all the information here. Blog entries, etc. And these are her former Moodons. Great. Right. Lots of information about this participant. Right. Again, badges, the badges that you can get, the terms for getting badges. Right. The weekly badges that you have got. You've got the recordings of previous online classes and chats. And information about the weeks again. Right. So we've got, to put it in a nutshell, on the left we've got the table of contents, activities, and which the activities area with lots of support and information and documents, the list of participants, the online users at the moment, and we've got the navigation, items, all that is in the middle of this page. Then there is an area for the administrator, and here we're given the possibility to unenroll from the course, and there is some information about the latest announcements. This is on the right too, on top. And there is a blog menu, again, this is on the right. There is a repetition here, upcoming events, yeah. Right. Right. If we go back to the introduction page, we can see that so we can say that there is some repetition of areas on the left. There is repetition of information on areas and options that we've got in the middle and on the right. And this is all. Thank you.